Paul, who had that huge game one, would answer the bell again in game 4 against San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard, after a 6-0 Clippers start, sparks an 8-0 San Antonio response. Meantime, Blake Griffin.
If you're gonna foul him, foul him. Don't slap him on the wrist.
Jamal Crawford.
Danceteria.
He's got DeAndre Jordan. The Clippers with 10 assists on their first 12 field goals in the first quarter.
Oh, my goodness.
And the game was tied at 25 after 1. Patty Mills.
Set play.
Don't die.
Yeah, that was out of a timeout.
Set play.
Out of that time.
Spurs are the best at that one.
They need J.J. Redick, and he delivered on Sunday.
J.J. with the floater.
Chris Paul.
Tracy.
51-45. It was 51-47 at the half. We move to the third quarter, and here comes Patty Mills, who has Tim Duncan. And
Fingaro.
Old man Fingaro.
Now Paul.
You know, Charles and I talked about this. You know, I don't think that's a tough shot when you got Boris Diaw guarding you, because you know you can get by him. You just have to figure out how you're going to get the shot off.
And that's what he figured out. And
I don't like.
Again, they pick again, switch here, and that made even Austin Rivers come in, got aggressive, got to the basket, played extremely well. But when you have that 5 or that 4 jump out at you as a point guard or a 2 guard, that is lunch meat. That's not barbecue chicken. That's lunch meat.
Tim Duncan can't guard Austin Rivers out on the floor like that.
No.
8-0 San Antonio run with Kawhi Leonard there.
Again, lunch meat.
Ooh.
101-90, and then Paul to Redick.
Oh, that's cash.
Series high 17 for JJ.
Yeah, their guards killed today.
Yeah, and the Clippers.
They needed to step up today.
Yeah,
that was
you
a
talk
huge.
about Redick, you talk about Crawford, you talk about Rivers, and
they needed to step up. They had been AWOL the entire series.
114-105. The Clippers winners. How about Austin Rivers going for 16 on 7 of 8 field goals? He had 17 points in the first 3 games combined, and the Clippers in danger of falling behind 3-1 in the series. They tie it up at 2 apiece, going to Los Angeles on Tuesday for Game 5. We get more on this one from Jamie Maggio.
What did you think about the early Christmas present your son gave you tonight?
That was nice. We needed it, you know. It's what we say, you know, somebody has to step up or not. You'd rather for your 5 guys to do it. If not, someone else did. And I thought Baby, Jamal, and Austin, you know, it's funny. What I told Austin, obviously his offense was good, but it was his defense that I thought, you know, to be able to put him on multiple guys, I thought was huge for us.
We had a long film session, you know, yesterday, and we looked at the things we did wrong, and we understand that, you know, we got to put pressure on them. You know, I felt last game we were kind of just lackadaisical, didn't really put pressure on them, and that's what we try to do tonight on both ends.
When you look at the game and the way that it played out, I mean, it really was a close game. What was the key in pulling this one?
Just grind and understand that every possession matters. You know, tonight we had an emphasis on every possession, and we hold each other accountable. You know, we had a big talk about that yesterday, just hold each other accountable, don't take it personal.
Austin Rivers was huge, man. He just made plays at the right time. He was aggressive. He went downhill. He put pressure on him. I thought he was the guy that really changed the game for us.
He stepped in and made some big shots for him, made some big plays for him. So in a series like this, it always comes down to someone, some X factor kind of stepping up and giving you a boost. We did game plan for him, but not for him to make the shots that he did. Those are shots that we were kind of willing to give up at that point, contested, and he knocked them out.
Clippers with the all-important road win at the AT&T Center, tying up the series and sending it back to Los Angeles for Game 5 on Tuesday. That game will be on TNT. From San Antonio, I'm Jamie Maggio.
All right, time for Engineered to Amaze playoff adjustments presented by Quicken Loans. See the difference between Game 3 and Game 4 as far as Chris Paul goes. He also had a 30-plus game in the opener. What do you do to try to contain Chris Paul?
Well, you know, you just got to try to make it tough for him. You know, he's very, very tricky with the ball. He can shoot inside and outside. I'd rather him shoot the jumper than, you know, put it between his legs and, you know, go through the hole. But, you know, he can be stopped. Another idea is, to put length on them. I think, Kawhi Leonard can, slow him down a little bit.
You guys have a difference of opinion on how this series shakes out. You still say San Antonio. It's now a best of three.
Yeah.
With 2 games in L.A. State your case for the Spurs and then you with the Clips.
I'm not sure if your backcourt's going to give you 82 points again between Crawford, Paul, Austin Rivers, and J.J. Redick. I just don't know if that could happen again. The only thing I say, I feel, even though they're older, everyone would say, well, as the series goes on, as they get older, it's actually worse for them. I think that's better. I think you have to knock the Spurs out early, be up 3-1. Just my opinion. I think that's how it has to go. I think as it goes on, the game gets slower, and it gets slower. There's less dunks. There's more possession. There's more mental possessions. And so what happens is that's what they're great at. They're great at mental possessions. That's why they're the champs. That's why they've been in the NBA Finals the last 2 years, because they play mental possession. The longer the series goes on, the more you have to slow down, and that helps them.
The Clippers have outplayed them 3 out of 4 games. They blew game 2.
Well, San Antonio had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter in game 2.
And the Clippers came back and had a 2-point lead with possession with 10 seconds to go and then turn it over.
Couldn't you look at San Antonio and say, hey, if they take care of business?
No, everybody gets a run here or there, but the Clippers blew game 2.
How you look at it?
That's true, but the Clippers outplayed them 3 out of 4 games. I think that if you look at it, I think they're going to win. They just got to get a little bit from J.J. Redick and Matt Barnes, because they have to double Blake. Tony Parker, the way they're playing that pick and roll, he's going to get a good shot or get a wide open shot for somebody every single time. And I think San Antonio's only going to win. They won one game they were going to win in L.A., and they're not going to win another game. And I still like the Clippers.
They're not going to win another game?
Another game in L.A.
But so you see it going 7?
I think.
Would you want to play the San Antonio
I don't even care
Spurs
about that.
Listen,
I just think, I'm not going to change my pick. I respect everything the Spurs have done, but I just think this year, this is not their time. I think that last game of the regular season when they went from 2 to 6 was really a big deal. And I do disagree with you. I think the longer this series goes, I think Blake and DeAndre are going to have a big advantage inside. And I think the NBA did not do them any favors playing these games so quickly together. The Spurs have earned enough respect not to have to play Thursday. We had them Wednesday, Friday, Sunday afternoon. Now it's Tuesday, Thursday. I think that's going to be a quick turnaround for Tim. It's going to be a big turnaround for Tim as these games keep going. Because, he's remarkable at 39, whatever he is.
Yeah, 22 and 14 today. He didn't look bad.
But everybody goes every other day now. I mean, when it starts, you might get an extra day. But now everybody's
I'm saying the different one. He's got the bang with DeAndre and Blake. I think they're going to have the advantage going forward.